Mzansi, welcome to TrendingSA right here on SABC3 with your perfect trio. We are here to serve you piping hot tea. My name is Ruth Love, and of course I don't roll alone. I roll with really cool, super funny, just dope pink hair on one day, red on the other, super ultra cool. I'm talking about Lissy Khotrabi.
I'm so happy you're back. Oh, I missed you so much. Hi, Mzansi.
And of course, would this team be complete if the self-proclaimed emperor of Mlazi wasn't here? Absolutely not. Would it do, my black?
I'm great. By the way, all the people that are great in the world were self-proclaimed. If you wait for people to put you in positions of power, you will be nothing and nobody will remember you.
And thank you, sir, for that very powerful speech.
I was like, okay, yeah,
all right, let's get to our top trends.
So, what do we do when soapy dramas become real life? Well, we have stories that trend like we did today with hashtag Zinhle Mapena. The actress on one of South Africa's soapies had been arrested for alleged conspiracy to murder her estranged husband, Robert Ngwenya. Now, when I woke up this morning, I did not expect to see these tweets on my timeline.
Yeah.
Phil Mpela from says, News, Isibaya star Zinhle Mapena arrested. Mapena, known for playing Zinhle on Isibaya, was arrested last night for an alleged conspiracy to murder her husband. Woo! The attempted murder incident took place in January, resulting in the death of her husband's bodyguard.
Sure.
And Khayelitsha says, this is probably why. More details. In January, Robert Ngwenya, Zinhle Mapena's husband, survived an ambush attack. 3 men reported open fire on his car while he was still inside. At the time, Ngwenya told media that he had been receiving death threats since May.
Sure. Now, Zinhle spent the night in jail and was free today because the NPA decided that more investigation was needed before Mapena's case could be put on the roll. Right now, Zinhle and her husband are currently going through a divorce, and apparently she had an interim protection order against him.
South Africa, film, a dark comedy. Every day it's something. When are we actually ever going to catch a break in this country? So apparently Zinhle was the mastermind behind a shooting incident that took place on the 28th of January this year. Someone tried to take out Zinhle's husband at a petrol station with a whole AK-47, and unfortunately the bodyguard that was around him was actually killed. I just want to know, guys, what do you guys think of all of this?
I mean, I don't want to say this, but I have to. I don't understand what kind of Mapena level army guy you are if you have an AK-47 and you miss.
But Mapena though, oh man. But you know what? This is such a South African story. This is not a new case. This happens so much between men and women, GBV. When we break up, we hate each other, want to destroy each other's lives. You know what I mean? Like it's so sad that it's rolling out also so publicly and like this. I can't imagine what it's like. I can't imagine if, you know, she was arrested in front of her child. You know what I mean? And then coming back the next day, and it's just it's disheartening, and it's sad that something like this is still happening in a time like this.
I just want to take it to the arts because I'm a lover of art. I like it when somebody is a method actor, when you can actually go on set and not just leave the set, you take your character home with you, because this reminds me of Zinhle on the soapy. She is the Meryl Streep of South Africa. Live your character.
Love your craft.
Sure. But on a real note though, Zinhle apparently suffered abuse, you know, from her husband. So we're
thinking about you.
It's quite a sad story. It's quite a hectic story. And again, like I'm saying, as it unfolds publicly, it's not nice. It can't be cute. But you know what? We will see what unfolds next. And we'll keep you guys updated.
All right. So in the world of kids doing exceptional things, we have seen Greta Thunberg deliver a speech on climate change at the UN summit when she was just 16 years old. Then Miss Marseille Martin, at just 14 years old, became the youngest executive producer for the movie Little. And now an 8-year-old Liklingwana, South African superhero who goes by the name Supermash, is set to become the youngest person to do a TED Talk in the entire world. Take a look at this.
I'm the first black child superhero in South Africa. I'm a superhero because I was bullied at school and I didn't like it. So I started to stand up for myself and I got confidence. So other kids, I want you to do the same. My superpowers are confidence, love and kindness.
Oh my God, that's so
confidence,
cute.
love, and kindness. I can't deal with how cute he is. So Prince Moshoana has become a famous comic book author and superhero, and he will deliver his TED Talk titled, Can Children Change the World? And I'm curious to find out from you guys, you know what I mean? When you were growing up, what were you really good at that you wish you actually capitalized on?
Guys, and I will never forgive my mom and dad for taking me out of this, but dancing, I was competing. Guys,
wait a minute.
Germany, I was here.
Not you part of the reps, girl.
Girl, running with them.
Were you crumping?
I was crumping. I was there when they developed the crump.
No.
I pioneered
He's crump right now.
Crump in South Africa. He's called crump. When I look this cute. Catch me outside. Catch me outside.
Well, mine was actually, I used to collect marbles. And with marbles, you know, it's not just marbles. Like I always look at people looking at young boys play and you think it's just marbles. Yeah. I think if I had honed that skill, I would have actually beat Thanos.
You would have had that
to actually collect the Infinity Stones. I would have done the snap, and we need one right now.
I cannot, and also like marbles are known to be like part of the dark arts, you know what I mean? So that's very hectic, my player. But you know what, I got scarred when I was 12, girl, walking in the middle of Santa Monica. I mean, I could have been on a ramp, you know, voguing and stuff, being a Victoria's Secret model, but I'm here, so it's not so bad.
Yeah,
so bad.
I mean, you're a model now, kind of.
Yeah.
We saw you in those red stockings. Anyway, this next story had us gagging and gasping for air. And this is not just from the sulfur, guys, I'm not the only one who smelled this, that we've been breathing in Jozi. No, we're short of air after veteran author and investigative journalist Jacques Paul was forced to retract his Daily Maverick article he wrote relating to an incident which took place earlier this month. He took to social media to issue this apology. Take a look.
Wait, this is wait.
Yeah, but
never mind, I'm not going to say anything. So actually, if you are a viewer at home, and let's actually bring you up to speed as to what is happening. Yeah. So basically, in a Daily Maverick article, the disgraced journalist leveled serious accusations of theft and mishandling against the police and the staff at a V&A waterfront restaurant. So, but before we get into anything, why did he write his statement with a typewriter?
I'm also this is like a script.
Did you see him?
Because it's a movie, it's fictional.
Did you see how
that's why.
And the thing is, because I'm actually a very great investigative journalist in South Africa, I was at the V&A and I caught his arrest. This is what happened.
Not a great job.
Chap over there, get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis before.
Get some cups.
Why did you do this to me?
Hop in the car. Get some cups.
For what reason? What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent?
What is the
Get
charge?
your hand off my
This is
penis.
when he went home, he dusted off his typewriter and went...
Yeah, I just think this was like the biggest, most obvious, most perfect display of white privilege that you can see in black and white. So
you know
thanks.
How white people be white peopling all the time.
The
social media streets always have something to say. And Simone Grinrod said, the Jacques Paul matter is not about judging the person's habits of an individual in their private home. It's much bigger than that. It's about how easily the media can be used for personal agendas and how easily people believe it as gospel truth, and that's the word. It's about trust, in my humble and very welcomed opinion.
And of course, Mighty Jamie said, I see he's still being called an investigative journalist and author, but in reality, he should be called what he is, a disgraced investigative journalist and speculative author. Jacques Paul has Pinocchio tendencies. Anyway, in the past, we've seen media publications fall short on their journalistic press code of ethics and conduct. And very often they're asked to retract their articles and issue an apology. So I'm curious to find out from you guys, which famous people, South African or international, should issue an apology or should reissue an apology because it didn't work the first time?
Khloe Kardashian, when she did Bantu knots, she probably can't even say Bantu.
Bantu.
And it wasn't like, it'd be Ikowe. Like she should just cancel the whole thing. Don't do that ever again.
For me, it's Lea Michele from Glee.
Yes.
Basically, some actors on set came out and said that she was actually abusive to them, and she said some problematic things on set. She went on when she was apologizing, said that she doesn't remember all these things, but she's sorry and she's going to become a better person.
What at least they even tried. 50 Cent and a plethora of black women. He needs to just apologize to Megan Thee Stallion, to Notori Norton, and that's just to name a few. for his misogyny and his bullying, honestly, to be honest.
But he bullies everyone as well.
But he bullies black women the most.
Yeah.
He likes sticking there. I don't like that. Anyway, we still have more trends coming from you, for us, for you. And later, we bring you hashtag Ask Dr Khanyile, brought to you by our new besties at Vodacom. It's Star on 3.
Yay!
We're going to Zion. Welcome back. You are still tuned into your daily dose of trends. It's hashtag Star on 3. So 16 years ago, Brangelina changed our lives and theirs when they made their incredibly charismatic and equally funny Mr. and Mrs. Smith. And just when we thought we couldn't get any more cinema reboots, Phoebe, Walter Bridge and Donald Glover are officially jumping onto a series reboot of, you guessed it, Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Why?
I have a lot to say, but I'm going to hold on. So let's bring this back home, guys. So I want to ask the table, which South African show would you like to see a reboot of?
It has to be for me, Kwakhala Nyonini. I would like to see that with a fresh cast. Think of Jessica Nkosi as Beauty, Umfazi wephepha. And then maybe we get a Pelins Ladla to be Umadlanduna. You know, I think it was a brilliant story. I think this is the best sitcom we've ever had in this country.
Okay. Well, I haven't watched this.
Did you say hold my beer?
Yeah, I don't have context. For me, and those of us who grew up in Sionson, our best sitcom was this.
Just a glance, whoa, is all it really takes. A glance is no dividing.
Guys,
who would you like to see?
I don't even know who I want to see in it. I mean, I will play Tando if it is anything. But I really like these stories of like what's happening in South Africa, especially because this Rainbow Nation thing is kind of like idealistic and not a thing. And my neighbor came and irritated me like 2 weeks ago. Oh. So I would like to do a show where he's a white guy as well. So you know, the patronizing, condescending, keep it down. I'll actually write a sitcom like that.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna make it medical considering the climate that we're in. I think it would be really nice to find out like what really goes down in a pandemic. But I want Josie H back. That was only on for one season, was medical. And my grandfather said it was
quite
Look how young they are.
Yeah, I think we need that back.
It reminded me of Grey's Anatomy.
100%.
But
Boston.
better.
Yes.
So actually it was really good.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, from reboots to a new dawn. Yes. Yesterday, new hope came in the form of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, which arrived on South African soil. Yes, give us free. We will be the first country to administer the vaccine from the pharmaceutical company. And the vaccine has shown in human trials to be highly effective at preventing severe illness from a variant of the virus that emerged in South Africa in December. So at least we won't be only 20% effective.
And this afternoon, Khayelitsha was trending because the #1 citizen of South Africa, President Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa, and Minister Dr. Zweli Mkhize, the Minister of Health. Actually, I wanted to get his English name. I forgot to get that. We received the vaccination at a hospital in Khayelitsha. Yes, you heard me. Yes, Khayelitsha. This is what the opinionated people of Twitter had to say about that. Usandi Jafta RSA said, so yaqala ini eKhayelitsha you nifuna abantu befile uSiril. Did I read that in proper Xhosa? All right. And then Motherboard Dog 1, I'm going to kill this one, said, why Khayelitsha? Is it necessary to go to Khayelitsha? We can't chill in the hood in peace without cameras these days. Nailed it.
It's the dramatic pause of the
And then DJ One Day said, this vaccine, with the vaccine thing, said very confusing. This one came izolo ebusuku and today izoqala isebenze. The other one came last month but yaqala elab for testing and kwathiwa isebenze. Aningichazele nje into eniyaziyo. What's going on in Khayelitsha?
All right, so I'll tell you that dose #1 of the 80,000 doses was given to Uzoliswa Gidi Josi. And then when it was our president's turn, he said it was a quick, painless jab. It's just something else to note, Justin J. Our SADC brothers, Zimbabwe, will also be starting their own vaccine rollouts this week. I just wonder if they'll have a showdown like ours, you know what I mean? Like we're kind of borrowing from each other. But their 200,000 vaccines doses were donated by China and they've arrived in the country this past Monday.
All right. So with all these updates of the vaccination, I think they would make a great series. Imagine the trailer, receiving the vaccine, jubilation, then the president, played by Morgan Freeman, gets a call from his health minister, Pow, played by Will Smith, because you know what? We need someone handsome to actually play a hero. He drops the bomb on the president. Go.
So, sir, the vaccines, because you know Americans, when they do our movies, they don't get our accents. Sir, the vaccines, they are 20% effective to our new variant. The president loses his tie. Is that all, Makize? No, sir. They're expiring on the 31st of April. And then they fade to black. The South African Vaccine Chronicles, coming soon. I know!
You got the job.
Thank you very much. Anyway, I'm curious to know what else would take this series to a high level? What would make this more intense?
I would actually bring in load shedding. Like, just bring in rain, and then we've got Eskom telling us that, no, we don't have electricity.
So now
Maxi. We need Eskom. Eskom is the, what you call, protagonist. I don't know how you villain.
Antagonist, even, because they're the ones who...
That's that thing. That's why we brought you here.
Yes.
You know what? It's a hot mess up in here. Thank God the series is not a real thing. But we've got hashtag Ask Dr Khanyile, brought to you by our besties at Vodacom in partnership with Discovery, and it's coming up next after this quick short break. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome back to TSA on 3. On today's segment of hashtag Ask Dr Khanyile, we're going to take a look at Vodacom's initiative that is tackling one of the world's biggest issues right now, obviously, COVID-19. So Vodacom and Discovery have partnered up to deliver a simple yet powerful online healthcare platform to all South Africans for free, and it's called Virtual Doctor.
Love it. So Virtual Doctor by Vodacom gives you the opportunity to schedule virtual healthcare professional consultations to get medical advice at the touch of your fingertips and in the comfort and safety of your own home. But right now, it's time for an insightful installment of hashtag Ask Dr Khanyile in partnership with Vodacom's Everyone Connected campaign. Take a look at Dr. Bay.
Hi, I'm Zanzi. It's Dr. Khanyile, and I'm here with this week's installment of hashtag Ask Dr. Khanyile, brought to you by our BFFs at Vodacom. We ask you to send through your medical questions, and we thank you for heeding the call. This week, we have a really interesting question from a viewer. Let's take a look.
Hi, Dr. Khanyile. In the beginning of the year, I tested positive for COVID-19 and I have fully recovered. However, I'm still struggling with post-COVID headaches. The headache usually hits me from the front of my head going backwards. What do you recommend I should do? Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for that question, and I'm glad that you've recovered. I think it's important for people to understand that COVID symptoms don't completely resolve. Things like headaches, fogginess, a COVID dizziness sometimes can occur. What you need to be on the lookout for is if you find that you're overly clumsy, falling over things. You also need to worry about a headache that wakes you up in the middle of the night or is not resolving with simple medication like paracetamol or over-the-counter medication, or any associated symptoms like visual loss, numbness, or tingling in your body. It's important for you to be aware that COVID is one cause, but there could be other things that could be causing your headache, and you need to make sure that you get medical help. If you have any of these symptoms, I would suggest that you head over to your nearest doctor or your local clinic. And please remember that it's important for you to understand that COVID isn't the only cause of these things. You can have other medical conditions that may need to be investigated. Thank you so much, Gift, for your question, and I really hope that the advice we've given you, while general, can help you as much as possible. Back to you guys in studio.
Wow, thank you so much, Dr. Khanyile. We really appreciate that, and I'm sure our viewers are actually going to send in videos asking Dr. Khanyile. We've got this feature for you for the next how many Fridays?
I think it's like 10 or 9. I don't know how long we've been here.
Yeah,
but
so
something like that.
What would you want to ask Dr. Khanyile, Luz?
Anything about my kids. I'm dealing with a allergic reaction right now. I'm dealing with like teething, like anything that could make me sleep.
About the pandemic.
What time can I get the vaccine? That's my question, me, personally.
I'm at actually, you know, I'm so sad that the woman that's named Zolisa was the first one. I wanted to be immortalized like that.
Me too.
And, you know, I bring myself forward with, I want the vaccine.
As an emperor.
As an emperor.
If anyone's giving up,
actually,
like, test trial,
they are giving my people the vaccine first. It was on the news.
Yes.
Umlazi,
Which one?
Hospital.
Which vaccine are you guys getting?
We're getting a vaccine.
Which one?
We just getting a vaccine.
The one we were not sure. Which one?
All I'm saying is that I came through for my people. You are getting a vaccine.
Imagine taking the... Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The whole credit. By the way, I was the one who told him because he had no idea. So I just want that to be clear.
That's why we have
that
servants.
to be clear.
That's why we have
I'm
servants.
the one who found that out.
Guys, anyway, remember to share your medical questions using the hashtag Ask Dr. Khanyile, and your questions might be answered right here on the greatest show on national TV. Listen, the Virtual Doctor Initiative certainly will make a huge difference in this country, in this fight against this pandemic.
100%.
And that's how we arrive at the end of another exciting edition. Oh, my voice went super high, so I'm so excited. You took it. I'm so excited. I know, but I didn't expect it. Of Trending SA, right here on SABC3. See you tomorrow for another dose of topical and trending stories. And we have Theo Baloyi and viral star Chad Jones. He's a pop locker. You don't want to miss that.
Not you, Pablo.
Bye.